Dunkinator Music.
It's Dunkinator Music, blogging life and other bullshit. Come enjoy the vibes. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
Alright, what up, y'all? We're gonna do something a little different this week. I'm not giving y'all a vlog, but I am gonna give y'all a video describing kind of what life has been like, you know, what I expect from my move, why I'm moving, spiritual journey, or just journey in general, mental space, health stuff, like all of that stuff. In case, like, you know, some people don't watch the vlogs, like this will be kind of a wrap up all in one type of video. Honestly, this week I just haven't been in the best spirit, mood or whatever to like really vlog or do a video. So I really just say I haven't really been in the mood to kind of just vlog, because here I am doing a video. My mind and my mental has kind of just been all over the place with everything that's just been going on. Just reflecting, thinking about my past and just how I grew up and, you know, where I'm at now and where I feel like I could or should be as far as the person that I am and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna go like too much into depth of everything that happened because, you know, with me writing my book, like most of that information is gonna be in the book. But growing up, I've struggled with a few things, you know, mentally, physically, emotionally, and now, you know, spiritually. Like, I ain't even gonna fake the funk with y'all. I really can't figure out what I wanna say. It's like I wanna say so much. Long story short, what I'm gonna say is I've had this conversation with my family. When I mentioned in my vlog that we had a you know, family call, family conversation, I think it was in the last vlog. So I've mentioned these things to them, and you know, I feel like they now kind of understand where I'm coming from and my feelings with the situation. But ever since I was, you know, younger, I felt like, I don't know if I put it on myself or, like I said, I don't know if I did it or what, but, you know, I felt like I've always had to step up and, you know, do things every now and then, and I don't have kind of like a choice in the matter, or feel like because we're family, like I have to be there in their time of need, or you know, if it's something that they can't do, but I can do, even if, you know, I may not want to. And I've always, like outside of family, even with friends and stuff, co-workers, I've always been that person to just like give. And like, I'd give you the shirt off my back. I'd give you my last $5. Even if I didn't have nothing to eat, or I really wanted to get something for lunch or something like that, but you may need it, I'll give it to you. Because I know how it feels to like not have, or not able to make it to the next paycheck, pay period, or whatever. You know, but if I feel like, oh, I can just wait till I get home, this person may not be able to do that, like I'm gonna give them my all. And so, you know, with that like mindset, upbringing, dynamic, is now at the point to where like I feel like that puts pressure on me to not be able to do like certain things that I want to do, or like I can't say no because we're family, or because, you know, I'm really close to you, or because I'm friends with you, or whatever like the case may be. And so with me being the person that I am, the heart that I have, like that's something that I have to now look inward and like try to fix within myself. Not saying that it's gonna be like, I'm gonna be like, you know, now I'm gonna be like this hard ass bitch, but like, no, you can't, no, like, no. Like saying no to everything, but I do have to learn when to say no to situations where I either don't want to do it, I don't have it, or if I know that it may jeopardize my situation, rather if that be my relationship, my car note, my bills, you know what I'm saying? Because like I used to be like, oh, well, I could just give it to them, and then, you know, I get paid this, or I can only pay this much and then just pay more on the next stuff. just so that way I can help people and do stuff for people, and that put me in situations. And so I just, I have to start creating those mental boundaries, learn, new habits. And it kind of is like, it's weird almost in a way, because I've not done that for 28 years. That's not how I've like lived and operated for 28 years. So to now like kind of switch mode and to do something different, it kind of feels weird to me. I also am like one of those people where I take other people's feelings and other people's like how they view me and all that other shit into consideration. And everybody's like, you gotta worry about yourself. You gotta think for yourself. Like, fuck what everybody else has to think. And I'm like, yeah, like, y'all are at that mindset. Y'all may have, I don't know when y'all developed that mindset, but like, I'm just now getting to that point to be able to develop that mindset. The other thing is, so when I say this, I've said this before to certain people, but I don't want this to be misconstrued in what I'm meaning. So I'm gonna say it and then I'm gonna explain it. I know who I am with Sherry, okay, and Kai. I know who I am, or the person that I am with them. I know the person in the role that I play with my family, friends, co-workers. But when I am by myself, I don't think, if somebody was to ask me, like, who am I as a person? Like, what are some things that I like? What are some attributes that I like about myself? Like, all those type of questions, I wouldn't be able to answer those questions, y'all. And I'm being 100% honest with y'all. I mean, I could probably answer one, which is like, what do I like? And obviously that's music. But other than that, like, I don't really have like anything else that I would say makes me happy when I'm by myself. I was talking to Sherry the other day and I was telling her, I was like, you make me happy. My family makes me happy. But God forbid something happens to my family, or something happens to you, or something happens to both of y'all. That leaves me by myself. And if y'all are the things that make me happy, and I don't have nothing else to bounce on, what am I gonna do? Like, if Sherry and I was to break up, or like I said, something was to happen, or something of that nature, that would like rock me almost to my core, because it's like I said, I know who I am with these people. And when it's just me by myself, I don't have anything that I can 100% say contributes to my happiness. I don't know any other way to explain it. I just, one of the reasons for my move is to be able to find that. And everybody's like, stay here, you can find it here, you can do it here. I don't think I can. I've tried for years, okay? I've tried to get into different things here, and there's really not shit here to me. I've tried the night scene. I've tried to do the whole music scene here. I've tried to, we go on dates and stuff like that, but it's like, it's the same shit. Like, we have to do the same thing over and over again. And it's like, the main things to do is either go out to the club. You can go to like Dave & Buster's or Main Event, things like that. You can either go out to eat, get some drinks, walk on a fucking, what is that shit? The Riverside shit. Bowling, paintballing, sipping paint. Like, all that shit we've really done. So there's not like, I don't feel like Tulsa has like a lot of diverse activities and things to do or get into. And where I'm going, I feel like there's like way more opportunities, way more things to get into. Not just like as couples, but just for myself in general. My independence, that's another thing. that kind of goes into the factor of I know who I am with these people. Like, I literally went from living with my mom, my sister, my brother, then I moved in with Sherry. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. That's not in any way, shape, or form. But what I'm saying is I've never had a chance to say, like, I 100% own this. This is mine. Or I live on my own. I'm independent. I've had all these things and stuff like that. I've never been able to experience that or say that, you know. And that is kind of one thing that I want to be able to experience in my life. It kind of sucks because, like, I feel like, I don't know, maybe it was meant to be the way that it's been. Maybe I was meant to be with Sherry and meet Sherry and go through something and have a life lesson in this or something. But sometimes I sit and think, like, if it would have been reversed, like if I would have had that independent sense first and been able to heal and establish and all that, and then meet Sherry, like if it would have been, if our relationship and kind of the predicament that we're in now, maybe if it would have been any different or something like that. So far, I'm counting. Pressure / responsibility, the sense of independence for myself. We had always talked about, Sherry and I had always talked about moving anyway. You know, not always staying in Tulsa. But I think now it's a little bit harder for her because when I say this, again, I don't want it to be taken the wrong way or out of context, but her life is here more so than mine. Like, she grew up here. I didn't grow up here. You know, so like, she has almost more of a connection to Tulsa than I do. You know, her sister, her mom, all the in-laws and stuff that you guys see, they're mainly here. Like, yeah, my family's here, but they're like, whatever, you know. They're always like, we can always move. They talking about moving to Vegas anyway, so either Vegas or Texas at this point. She's almost more grounded than me. I also think that we're like, I get that people are different, but I also think that we're two different people. So like, she's more so like, she's gotta have structure. She has also experienced that sense of independence that I'm searching for. So she's like, I can't just up and do this and this and this and this and that and not have like a game plan and all this other stuff together. And I'm more so of a almost free spirit, I feel like. Like, I just like do whatever. I like to have fun. Not saying that she's not fun, but I like to like just do whatever, have fun. Like, I might just be like, oh, shit, it's Tuesday. Let me go get a bottle. Let me turn up. You know what I'm saying? Like, with myself at home. Like, I just do random shit, you know? And, like, if I have the funds to and I can, like now, like, I'm gonna up and move and, like, I'm gonna do what I want to do. I think also, now that I think about it, like, that might be a bad trait, especially if you're in a relationship, because, you know, you guys are supposed to be making decisions together more so than separately. But I will say, I understand that aspect of like, yeah, you know, this should be something that y'all both should be doing, or, you know, y'all should have been able to make the decision together instead of you just saying you're moving, yada, yada, yada. Which I get. Like I said, I understand. But at the same time, like, sometimes you have to just make certain decisions for yourself. And that's where I feel like it's like almost weird in a way, because I've always made decisions and done things for other people or based on everybody else's, you know, emotions and the situations and stuff like that. And this decision I kind of have made just more so for myself. And so it does make me feel bad for making the decision that I made, because, you know, it's something that I want to do more so than making a decision for us. Really, initially, when I was like trying to decide what I wanted to do in the beginning of the year, it was really more so like a mental back and forth. Like, a conversation that I was having with myself before I kind of brought it to her. And I was struggling because it was like, you know, we're in a relationship, but this is something that I want or feel like I need to do for myself to be able to think and figure out my future for myself and the future, if we have a future together, or, you know, our future for us. Like, so it was really a struggle to come to her and tell her like, hey, I think I want to leave. I think I want to move, man. I don't want to be here anymore. I think that was the hardest, well, that was the beginning of the hardest conversations that I've had to have. Surprisingly, I am really surprised at how she has taken everything. She always says, if it wasn't for our relationship or it wasn't for you, and, you know, just being around you, learning how you think about life and things and stuff like that and situations, like, I don't think I would have been able to take this situation as well. The way that I look at, you know, life is this. I always go with the flow of everything, for one. So, you know, nothing kind of like really phases me. Like, I may be like, damn, okay, you know, like, for a second, except for depression. Y'all seen how that shit goes. But sometimes, like, little situations come up and I just be like, all right, you know, it'll get handled. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess you can say, put my faith in God or whatever. And I just say, like, hey, it'll all work out. Like, if it's meant to be, it'll be. All those type of cliche sayings, like, that's just how my mind works. That's how I move and I operate. And then I also, you know, would tell her, like, it's a time and a place for certain things, certain situations. Pick and choose what you give your energy to. So, I mean, like, there's times, situations where, like, people wanted to fight me, and I was like, all right, like, you're gonna be fighting by yourself because I'm not fighting you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about to put my energy into bullshit. There are certain conversations that I'll listen, but I just avoid it because there's no point sometimes in either trying to argue with people or even have those conversations if you feel like they're not gonna go anywhere. So I just don't even say nothing. And so that's just kind of how, like, I didn't tell her, like, you need to change. I never told her anything like that. But just us being around each other over time and, like, her saying, like, you know, what do you think about the situation? I just give her my honest opinion. You know what I'm saying? And, like, my thoughts on it. And so I guess that kind of helped her. I mean, I don't know. I you know, but, you know, she's been very understanding. And I seen she sent me a picture earlier today, and it was basically saying, like, some people don't understand that sometimes you have to take a step back or a break from relationships and, you know, get a chance to work on yourself and, you know, think about, like, what you want out of your life and what you want for your relationships, and learn to be happy either with or without someone. That's what it said. And I think that's absolutely true. You know, sometimes, and she also said, you know, sometimes, like, just because a relationship is good doesn't always mean that it may work out in the end. Something like that, she said. Hold on, let me double check because I don't want to be wrong. Chip fit chest so will make your bitch wet. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to pull up the message on my watch. Yeah, the conversation didn't transfer to my watch. But anyway, I think she was saying something like that. Like, she'll always be here and all this other stuff. And, I mean, the feeling is vice versa. I don't want to speak like, you know, we may not be together. But, you know, you never know with the way that I'm trying to go with my life right now. And everybody keeps asking me, is the move going to be a permanent thing? Is it a temporary thing? What's going on with y'all relationship? How's that going to work out? And I'm just like, I don't know. Stop asking me all the damn questions. The main thing I'm worried about right now is trying to get down there, work, pay my bills, and think. Okay? Figure out what it is that I want, what it is that I need out of my life. Do those things align with what she wants, what she, you know what I'm saying? And do they still, the values and everything that I want, do I still see that for our relationship? So, you know, if that is not the case, it's just not the case. Sometimes things don't work out, man. We had a very lengthy conversation on that. And, you know, what do I want out of this move? And am I expecting her to move? Which I've already told y'all. I think I kind of touched on that. And, you know, where do I see our future? Stuff like that. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. Because I've been honest with y'all on the vlogs. I've been honest with y'all, you know, about everything. So let's go ahead. Let's get into it, right? So, like I said, I want to be able to go down there, explore, have a good time, see what the city has to offer, opportunities, you know, other job stuff that I could possibly get into. Y'all know right now I'm working where I'm working. But I want to be able to see like what else do they have within my field, or, you know, the fields I'm trying to get into. Because I'm still trying to do security, all that other stuff. So, you know, that's, you know, and then being able to build my confidence, being able to say that I'm happy within myself, being able to say like, you know, I was able to create healthy boundaries and, you know, all this other stuff like that I am trying to do internally within myself and stuff like that. So, you know, that's one. I don't expect her to just up and move and pluck her life. I really don't. Her job is here. She's got a really good job. And who am I to say, hey, I want to move to Texas, you coming with me? Uproot everything that you have and come with me. Knowing damn well, you know, she's about to hit her tenure status at her job. Which means she probably get a better raise and all this other stuff that's gonna come with all that. Like I'm not gonna do that to her. And then that would also mean it's not just her, it's Kai. So that would mean he would have to change the school that he's in, leave his friends. You know, that would be selfish of me. I'm not judging anybody else who's made that decision before, but to me, that would be selfish. What I do want is to be able to continue long distance possibly, or, you know, come and visit. They come visit me, breaks, weekends, whatever she can, you know, whatever she can get off and stuff like that, to come fly, whatever, I'll send for them. Situations like that. So the other part is kind of to get into as to kind of like the reason why I'm moving or want to move, or will kind of describe where we are in our relationship. If you've seen her Speaking My Truth video, you got to see and understand where her feelings are with the relationship between her and my family. One thing that we kind of share as far as our values and things that we want is a relationship with our in-laws. And the family is important to us. She wants to be able to have those relationships, but up until this point, she feels like she hasn't been able to have that type of relationship. So that put a strain on our relationship at times. And even now. with them kind of not having a relationship, it put me in the middle almost to try to be like the peacemaker, the fucking glue, like between both. And before she dropped the video, I had been trying to Play-Doh the fucking relationship, and hey, like, you gotta see it from her point of view, you gotta see it from their point of view. Let's kind of meet in the middle. Let's sit down, let's have conversations, let's figure it out. Because we both, you know, want the family dynamic of being able to have Sunday dinners, being able to have game nights, being able to go out on outings, and being able to have a nice, good time and laugh and kick it and talk. And then afterwards, hey, I'm just calling to check on you, see what's going on, what y'all got going on. Can we come over? Y'all come over here. Like, texting, you know, video chatting, all that, stuff like that, you know, is what she was looking for or wanting, and I on her side as well. Throughout the 7 years that we've been together, it's kind of been rocky on the relationships. And like I said, that kind of like puts me in the middle, because this is the person that I'm dating, this is my family. And everybody's like, well, not everybody, but some people's like, fuck your family. Some people's like, fuck that. And I'm like, juggling. Because I don't feel like I can say fuck either side, for one. But for two, I just feel like I can't cut my family off, because what if down the line something was to happen with this relationship over here and I didn't cut them off? So now it's like I have nobody, because I basically said fuck y'all for the person that I am with. So I just feel like I can't do that. But then at the same time, I can't say fuck this person, because this is the person that makes me happy. So then again, that leaves me to try to figure out, what am I going to do? Do I just say fuck both of y'all and take myself and just do my own thing and be okay and be content with living my life by myself, doing whatever it is that I want to do? You know what I'm saying? At this point, to be honest with y'all, I'm tired. And somebody was like, you got to keep fighting. If he loves you, you got to fight for it, which I understand. And I'm not giving up. But I'm tired, because I've been the person to try to keep everything together and mix and hold up everything for, not even just for this relationship, but just in general. My whole life, I feel like I've done that. And so I'm just tired, man. So I'm hoping that with the move, I get a chance to get away from everything, clear my head, figure out what it is that we can try to do, if there's anything that we can do to mend that relationship. Because she's also said that, like, you know, if she doesn't, since she understands or knows how family is important to me, and she's important to me, you know, she doesn't want me to feel like I have to pick or feel like I have to be in the middle or whatever the case may be. You know, she's like, I want you to be able to figure that out, you know, and even if that means that we won't be together, you know, we still always will, like, that won't basically change her relationship, how she feels about me. And I just feel so bad. It's like I know what I want, but it's just like I don't know if it's possible at this point. Now, I will say, she tried to warn me, and I didn't listen. Because yet again, I was trying to... I heard what she said, okay? Let me backtrack. I heard what she said. I understand the intent on why she did what she did. Now, back then I didn't understand it. But now, I get it. And so, I had proposed. We were engaged for a while. We had the whole wedding thing going on. We had the venue. We had the food and everything. We already knew what we wanted. We got as far as to getting ready to go and do the whole tux and dress and all of that good old shit, right? Had the shoes designed for me and the homies, everybody. You know what I'm saying? And then COVID happened. So we was like, okay, you know, hey, it's just a little bump in the road. We'll figure it out. We'll get a new date. We'll figure, you know what I'm saying? Try to shrink the list, do whatever it is that we need to do. Then the lady for the venue started tripping. So it's like, damn, okay, another thing. Okay, now we got to find another, you know, another little spot. But then it's like, as stuff started happening, we was just like, maybe, you know, maybe it's just not meant. Maybe it's not meant for us to be married. And I think it was maybe a year, 2 years ago. Something happened where she felt like she had to give me the ring back. It was something in regards to like her relationship with my family. So she was like, hey, look, I'm about to give you the ring back. This is how I'm feeling. Wooty wop. I don't think I can do this no more. Nah, we figure it out. You know, I'm sure it's just a misunderstanding, and you know, y'all just need to talk about it, get it out, start fresh, whatever. Like, you know, just me trying to figure this shit out, me trying to still make it work, me trying to, you know, mend that relationship that they have, me trying to, you know what I'm saying, keep the person that I love, and I love my family, trying to, you know, still be able to have those get-togethers and stuff like that. So I heard what she said. I feel like I listened, but then I was still trying to like fix it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I wanted. And she feels like, you know, had I listened at that time, we may be in a different space. But now, with the whole Speaking My Truth video and me moving, I just don't know. I don't know where that puts us in our relationship, where that puts the family relationship. I don't know if it can be mended. And so with that, with us, you know, with our future, like if we do decide, hey, let's try this again, the whole wedding thing and being engaged, you know, it makes me think like, will my family even come now? Will they support? Will they not support? You know, and that's one thing that I feel like everybody wants their family to be at their wedding, unless you don't have a good relationship with your family. You know, but like I have a good relationship with my family, so of course I want them to be there. But with the relationship that they have, I don't know if it would be accepted. So that's where everybody's like, fuck your family. You know, they don't have to be there at the wedding. It's all about the person that you love. And as long as, you know, they make you happy, yada, yada, yada. Like I said, I understand, I get that. But at the same time, it's like, they're both important to me. It's like, why can't I have both? Fuck. People, let me switch gears for a second. Some of my friends are like, don't go, don't leave, yada, yada, yada. We're gonna miss you. But they're also like, you're gonna be down there all alone and I'm scared for you and all this other stuff. And I'm like, first of all, I'm not gonna be alone. Like, I got two of the homies that are down there, you know. My soul sister, my sister from another mister. KK is down there. And then my best friend Robert is down there. So I'm not gonna be entirely alone. I'm not mad about the video. I'm honestly glad she got a chance to speak her truth, express herself, and how she's felt thus far. But my that's why I said like my head is all over the place, because it's like so much that I want, so much that I want to do, so much that I just feel like has me tied down or being spread thin or whatever, and like I just can't keep living like that. it's like I feel like I'm living for somebody else, and like I'm not living for myself. I also like I said, I feel like the bad guy for making the decision for me and doing something that like will make me happy. Because I've never, or very rarely do that. Even when it comes time to like buy myself something, buy myself clothes, like I'll buy stuff for the house or buy stuff for like Sherry or somebody else before I buy me something. I just feel like it's time. Everybody has a season where they go through certain things, and I just feel like this is my season to like do this. Like it's just something internally, something spirit guides or whatever, universe, like that's just calling me to do this. And I'm at the point of like whatever happens, happens. And you know, I don't know. I don't have the answers that everybody's asking me. I don't know what that means for my relationship. I don't know if we would still be friends. I don't know if we'll still be together. I don't know. I don't know what that means as far as my relationship with my family. I don't know if they're gonna stay here. I don't know if they're gonna go to Texas. I don't know if they're gonna go to Vegas. I don't care what they're gonna do either. And I don't mean that in any mean way, shape, or form. I, right now, am worried about me, my mental health, and my mental health is another reason why I'm trying to leave, you know? Everything kind of ties into one, as far as the mental health situation, because it's the pressure of, you know, being the oldest, being the feeling like I am the main person that everybody goes to when it comes to the family. You know, the job situations that I've had here, I've never really like been able to have a stable job or a job that I even really like here. So, you know, maybe Texas may be different. I don't know. And I still don't, you know, you never really know. But I won't know unless I try. I feel like it's unfair because, you know, people are saying, hey, well, you know, if Sherry makes you happy, that's all that matters. And it goes back to what I said earlier. You know, that's unfair to put all my happiness on her. Maybe I sound stupid. Maybe y'all still don't understand. But I know this, at the end of the day, I am making this move and decision for me and me alone. I am grateful for Sherry and how understanding she has been in this whole process. I don't know where I'm gonna go. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know, you know, what my life is gonna look like in the next 3 months, 6 months, a year. So I don't know what that means for our relationship either. What I do know is I have seen a lot of growth in her from when we started our relationship till now. And I'm proud of her. And I feel like the main person that should be upset about everything is not even upset. Like, not even worried about none of it. She's like, whatever happens, happens. You know, she's at peace with it as well. I think we're both at that point where we're just trying to figure out prepare ourselves for what may happen next. She was like, even if you, Sherry was like, even if you move, you know, you still have to decide like what you want to do with the whole family relationship thing, because that's still going to be a factor or a conversation that we're going to continue to have. So might as well figure it out. Yeah, so basically the reasons why I want to move: mental health, finding myself, kind of trying to figure out the whole family dynamic thing, and, you know, my relationship, if the family dynamic thing doesn't work out, you know, or it can't be mended, where does that, you know, put my relationship in my life? That's me being honest with y'all. It's a lot to think about. I'm excited about moving. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, at first I was kind of scared. I mean, I'm still a little, I won't say scared, I will say more so nervous, but I am excited for some of the same reasons that I explained why I'm moving. I got 2 weeks. I leave Friday, April the 15th. Babe got me a little starter kit of little stuff that, you know, we have around the house. Use until I can get the stuff that's in my Amazon list that I want for my house. Like I said, you know, I've been having all that on my mind this week, and last week. So I just, you know, trying to figure out all that stuff. So I haven't even been in the mood or anything to vlog. So this is what y'all getting for this week, or Sunday, Saturday, whenever I post this. This is all y'all are gonna get. No vlog for next week, but I will pick up the vlogging. Hopefully now y'all kind of understand a little bit better as to why. And if you don't, you don't. You know, it's not for y'all. I don't care. But I appreciate y'all for listening. I appreciate y'all for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Y'all are loyal. All right. I love y'all. It's Duncan. About to get the fuck up out of here.